Imagine this. You and the boys finally want to play Rust again, after such a long time of not playing. Everyone launches Rust after waiting hours for the update to go live. You've launched Rust and the boys frantically look for a server to play on before the queue is too large to wait. After 5 minutes of searching, you finally find a server to play on. Hitting join server, avoiding queue, you start downloading asset warmup while your friend with shit internet didn't connect in time and has to wait in a moderate sized queue. While that one friend is in queue, you and the rest of the friends connect to the server spawning on the beach. Out of reflex and many hours of playing the game, you hit G to open your map to inspect your surroundings. As you're looking at the map, you call out to your teammates, "Where are you on the map?" And your teammate responds, "D14. Hits you with a minuscule amount of adrenaline as you raise your voice in excitement and say, "Same!" As you run to each other, you do what every player in Rust must do and jump check to confirm that the naked you see is in fact an ally. As you interlock arms with your friends, you form a team, which is an easy way to distinguish friend from foe. Now with your newfound collaborators, you head to the forest to gather resources. After getting enough wood and stone, you make basic primitive tools to start off with. Now that you have these tools, you'll need weapons to defend yourself with. After looking in the plains of Rust searching for cloth, you finally have enough for a single bow. Now with you as a player with the only weapon, you must defend the boys who are stacked with resources.
Conflict erupts.
In the act of looking for a spot to build in, you and the boys come across your first experience with the inhabitants of Rust. They attack. The boys are dodging and they scream "Zigzag" and "I'm hit!" As the only person with the weapon, you must step up and protect them. You take aim. As you release the tight grip of the string of your bow, you see the arrow pierce through the air, and then 2 seconds later, you hear a crackling noise. You then scream, "Headshot one!" You then shoot 4 more shots and hear the sound 4 more times while You then scream, "Headshot one!" You then shoot 4 more shots and hear the sound 4 more times while screaming, "1 dead! 2 dead! 3 dead! All dead! All dead! All dead!" You finish them off. You see 3 of your teammates wounded on the floor and rush to their aid. You run to the first one, but he sadly bled out.
R.I.P. Ethan.
But you were able to save the other 2. You tell the boys to check the bodies as you heal up, and you hear boy 1, Alex, yell, "They're loaded!" Now with the equipment and resources from the attackers, and the sense that you and the boys are too good, you consider this 30-minute Rust session officially a snowball. You quickly settle down and build a base. You have furnaces, large boxes, sheet metal doors, and code locks, and you start to think to yourself, "Damn, I'm a fucking beast at this game." Once everyone is settled, you guys gear up and decide to try to be... You think to yourself, "Damn, can we really take oil?" as you start to feel anxious about losing your gear you just acquired. After some convincing done by boy number 1 and boy number 3, Ethan, you and the boys find a boat and head to oil. 20 meters away from oil and you hear gunshots and you immediately think to turn back but quickly decide not to. Boy number 1 creeps to the boat onto oil. Boy number 1 creeps to the boat onto oil without being heard, and everyone sprints to the ladder. You find a large sum of body bags that mostly belong to the scientists, but you then find a player's body with a semi and some meds. You alert the boys of your discovery and proceed to head up oil rig. You hear boy number 2, GGS, shriek, "I'm headshot!" You and the boys immediately start running every direction, trying to avoid being shot at by the mysterious attacker. Coming from opposite sides of oil rig, you and the boys run up the stairs and pin the attacker. Coming from opposite sides of oil rig, you and the boys run up the stairs and pin the attacker and kill him. He's loaded. After wiping everyone at oil rig, you take a look at the riches you gained. You see you now have an enormous amount of components, metal, low grade, and scrap. You finish the leftover scientists and plan to head home. However, boy number 1 found something on the helipad, As you all run to the helipad, you see a scrap heli that the attackers must have flew to get on to oil. With the low grade you have obtained, the four of you fly home in the scrap heli and depot the loot. Only 2 hours into wipe, you learn SAR 556 ammo and meds with a tier 2 crafting up. This is only a glimpse of the amount of fun you will have playing Rust.